The recent conjunction of Jupiter and Venus drew large quantities of cosmic light from the central sun to provide a clear message that the power of love is stronger and more illuminating than the love of power. This illusion will soon tip the scales in the inevitable direction of love as the hearts of your awakened souls begin to pulsate at higher frequencies of light. Use this time well to find peace within the center of the whirling energy constructs of the world around you. All that was created within the third dimensional frequencies remains as a projection of your former existence. For some, the pathway ahead may be covered in rose petals, but for others it will feel like walking on glass. Each step brings its own painful reminders of the difficulties in transitioning through the requirements of achieving sovereignty. Sometimes the worst scenarios create the best experiences, but often not perceived as such at the time. The pains of childbirth become the joys of motherhood. The efforts of building become the success of accomplishment. Each dramatic external event that you cast your mind upon creates a further fragmented part of you, creating connection with that event. Instead, seek to empower the sovereign self by remaining within you as a non-attached, compassionate observer by sending love instead to the focus of your attention through your intention rather than your involvement. The trials and tribulations of ascension do not always reveal immediate answers to what lies ahead. Prior knowledge of events would stem to create flow, and negatively perceived situation would prevent the perseverance of action and wisdom through experience from occurring. Would the double become the triple without striving for constant improvement? Would second place become first without the desire and motivation to exceed the previous measure? Source seeks constant change, constant transition, constantly seeking to expand upon what it is known, to bypass the obstacles, to overcome the barriers, to break the rules and change the forces which once governed what was, before it became what is, and then moves on to what it shall become. There were times when you were not aware of your next job to do, your next role to play, and your next line to speak. This has not changed at this point, other than the recognition and awareness now that there is a greater part of you that is directly your energy move, albeit unseen and unknown by you. It is not easy to surrender unto the unknown and hand yourself over to you, to work through doubt, to find faith, to suffer despair, to gain trust, and to overcome fear, to become love. But then again, why choose to come here from fifth dimension to create a veil between you and all that you are, if you are not willing at this time to bridge the gap and find a way to join what has been split in two, unite what has been separated, and to bring forth light to shine brightly into the darkness. There is emphasis on focusing on yourself before turning attention to those around you. It is important to ground a strong foothold to strengthen your own position rather than reaching out to others while in a weak position. Empowerment through sovereignty comes from within, so it is important to achieve self-realization that the work you have put into yourself must also be achieved by others, too, in their own way. Carry the torch for others to see your light, not carry others away from finding their own. It is also important at this time to recognize that many of the resonant frequencies of energy passing through you are not always yours to process and understand. Your televisions are capable of picking up many channels of different communications, but not all of them are destined for you. As these energies pass through your body's energized fields, your empathetic systems will seek to recognize and label the feelings they create with an emotional response. On a single day, you may find you pass through the full range of emotional behaviors without even taking a single step out of your front door. Any thought of being around others or engaging in any form of social contact may be far from your mind at this time. This is not illness. This is not craziness. This is ascension. In time, you will once again blend with the resonant frequencies that surround you without interference from the spheres of influence. This is an ongoing process. The transition from third dimension through fourth and into fifth will not be for everyone, and many will struggle and resist the changes occurring within them and around them. So at this time of solace, seek to rest, recuperate, and take a breather. Put aside your chores, worries, and concerns for the future, knowing that you will follow a path that was designed for you to take a long time ago. Have faith and trust that you are amongst many, all seeking what you seek, to be joined together as one in a united world, a world of our creation through the source of light manifest as love.